Hi guys, welcome back. Question 29. This is a very tricky one. Our answer is 9.2 milliliters. Some of you may have got a 9.4, but that is because you've missed a trick inside the question. So with this one, the patient has uveitis. They've been given a dose regimen they need to follow, and then we need to calculate how many milliliters of Pred Forte the patient will end up using, and we need to give our answer to one decimal place as well. So with this one, it's important to understand that 1D is one drop, RE means right eye, every hour means every waking hour. You just can't have a patient that's going to stay awake forever putting in an eye drop. So you need to understand very early on that every hour means every waking hour. So the question will always tell you and give you a clue as to how long the patient is awake for. 3/7 is 3 days, 7/7 is 7 days. So those are important things to know. You're going to be pharmacists soon, and this is sometimes how it'll be written on prescriptions. So it's very important to have that knowledge. Now, from the question, we need to work out the first step. So that's the first part in red, and second part's in blue, and then I've done a green box for the remainder of the patient's regimen. So we have the patient is awake for 18 hours a day. They sleep 6 hours a day and they wake up at 6 o'clock every day of the week. Now, this is the tricky part. Even though they are awake for 18 hours a day, they didn't start the treatment for the 18 hours on the first day because they woke up at 6, they came to your pharmacy at 7, and then they turned up 3 hours later with a prescription that they want to use immediately. So that means from 6 till 10, they don't actually have anything or any treatment. So we need to deduct 4 hours from the first day. So the first day only is one drop in the right eye for 14 hours, and that is 14 drops. And then day 2 and day 3, it's as per normal. So one drop times 18 hours times 2 days is 36. That'll give us 14 drops at 36 drops so far. Let's move on to the next step where we calculate the dose and the drops in blue and in green as well to give us our full dosage for the patient. Let's do this, guys. So let's continue step 2. So from before, we know that it's 14 drops at 36, and that's the first 3-day supply. So let's now calculate blue. Now, blue is one drop in the right eye every 2 hours for 4 days. So if it's every 2 hours, then and it's 18 hours, then it's 9 drops a day times 4 days. That is 36 drops. It then becomes a little bit easier. Now, what's important to understand is that even though it says 6 times a day, it has to be 6 times a day. You don't take the 18 hours into account here because it's different. It's eye drops, so they have to do it 6 times a day. So what we need to do is we need to calculate one drop in the right eye 6 times a day, then 4 times, 3 times, and every day, once a day as well. So that's written in green. So you've got 42, at 28, at 21, at 7. I've circled all the drops for you. 14, 36, 36, 42, 28, 21, and 7. That's going to give us 184 drops in total, but we need to calculate milliliters. The question, I've underlined it for you, tells you that there are 20 drops per milliliter. So 184 drops divided by 20 drops will give us the milliliters, which gives us 9.2 milliliters. This is correct because it's to milliliters, and our answer is given to one decimal place as well. A very tricky question, so it's important that you learn that eye drops are given during waking hours only, and I think that will help you understand and answer these types of complicated questions in the exam. Thanks, guys. Last question coming up soon.